Camera on us. 3, 2, 1.
Whatever. Yeah, hi, I'm Michael Paul.
And I'm John.
John, sorry we're late. I had to catch up because I had paused it a little too far back, and then John took forever getting back in here. But what they're doing tonight, and I don't recall where they're doing the show, but it's called Super Size Smackdown. There's a huge, practically every match on this show is a main event. The actual side main event is the Usos defending the SmackDown tag titles against the Street Profits. Tonight is the return of
Brock Lesnar
for the contract signing. For the match in Saudi Arabia Thursday. I thought it was already a done deal, but apparently not. They're going to get that done tonight. And like I don't recall a lot of the matches right offhand, but as I said, the actual signed main event is the Street Profits and the Usos for the SmackDown tag titles. And right now, Edge is talking in the middle of the ring about his match with Seth Rollins. Hold on a minute.
For those of you who live under a rock, YouTube, Edge has been a 14-time tag team champions. Many champions that he won. He almost had a match against Seth Rollins when he had more time to recuperate from his injury from 2010 because he retired from 2010, and then he came back at the 2021 Royal Rumble.
I think what you mean is he didn't retire to 2010. He retired in 2010. And then, yes, like you said, returned at the 2021, or actually 2020 Royal Rumble.
Whoops. And, my bad.
He's been back ever since. But, yeah, he didn't retire to 2010. He retired in that year. And then came back last year. Wait just a minute. I have to get out of Facebook and get back to the show. I was posting, for those of you that are on my Facebook, I was posting about what I said about Brock returning tonight. I was letting all my Facebook friends know that. Hang on. Oops.
So Seth, name these two men who despise each other. So Seth, this all started between us 7 years ago, when you tried to use me as a stepping stone to notoriety. We spring forward 7 years and we find ourselves in each other's way with a need to become Universal Champion, which you cost from happening. But this has become so much more than that, hasn't it? I mean, all those weeks after you beat me in Madison Square Garden, you called me out, but you knew I wasn't medically cleared to compete. It's okay. Beating me wasn't enough. You got greedy. But you called my bluff, so I come here to SmackDown. And what do? You go to my home. Not my house. My home, and that's a big difference because a house is just four walls. You went to my home where I break bread with my family, where we laugh, where we cry, where I put band-aids on skin knees, where I tuck my little girls into bed every night. And you pissed all over it. And I should have seen it coming. I mean, it's straight out of my playbook. I remember years ago when I slapped Cena's dad? Yeah. And here's the thing with you and I. I underestimated you. I did. I underestimated you. And I shouldn't have done that because that would be like underestimating myself. And I never do that. See, you and I are so much alike that when we see our mistakes, we're able to capitalize on them. So at SummerSlam, you underestimated me and I beat you decisively. In Madison Square Garden, I underestimated you and you beat me. You stretchered me out of the world's most famous arena. And Seth, you're the only guy that within this ring comes close to matching my intensity, comes close to matching my passion. Some might say my obsession for this. Close, but not quite. Not yet. Now, are you edge light? No. No, you're not, man. I can admit that. I was wrong. You are decidedly your own man. You are Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth loves that.
But because of that, I gotta end this. Because if I don't, our families continue to be affected by this. Now, I could go to your house. I could have a chance encounter with Bex. I mean, heaven knows we have some history. But I'm not going to do that. You see, I am going to channel it. I am going to change the look in your eyes from this point forward. I am going to leave you a husk of the man that everyone sees now.
Huh?
I don't know
A
yet.
few weeks ago,
It's a
you said that you
opening
felt
show
sorry for me,
with
and that would be a
Edge,
mistake,
Adam Copeland,
because you
talking
never
to
feel sympathy
Kobe,
for
Seth,
the
Daniel
devil.
Lopez.
And that's what we are. And I damn sure won't hesitate before I put you down under my boot. I had my moment of doubt and pain. It's done. I will not hesitate. I will not have a second thought about it. So it's fitting that this trilogy, that our story ends in Hell in a Cell. So Seth, I know you're watching. I want you to lean in real close. I want you to listen closely because what I am about to say is a blueprint for your future. In Hell in a Cell, I am going to scar your soul. And that is a scar that you never, ever heal from.
As intense as we've ever seen him. Next Thursday, inside a structure 20 feet tall, weighing 5 tons, surrounded by thousands of square feet of steel, Edge promises to end Seth Rollins once and for all at Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel is going to see 2 men absolutely destroy each other in instant haste. I can't wait for it. Also next Thursday at Crown Jewel in Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, special start time 12 noon Eastern, for the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. I want to take you back to last week on Friday Night SmackDown and the first round matches. Sami Zayn, Rey Mysterio, Rey Suk, Dominic at ringside. Now Sami exposes the turnbuckle here. Dominic tries to do the right thing, Pat.
Wears the crown should bring respect and honor to the ring. The only that Sami Zayn respects is the sound of his own voice. Becoming king of the ring will be an achievement of a lifetime. But tonight, I plan on achieving an even greater feat. And that's shutting up Sami Zayn once and for all.
Balor Club in full effect. Who will advance to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament? Finn Balor or Sami Zayn? Find out next, live on a super-sized SmackDown.
Okay, so who's your money on tonight?
For what? Wait a minute. There they are. We lost picture for a minute. I think the Usos might keep the belts for a while.
Well, I knew that, but I'm talking about for the King of the Ring, dude.
The Street Profits have already had them for too long. For King of the Ring, I don't know, just because I can't even remember everyone who is in this tournament.
Rey, Sami cheated against Rey. See, look.
This person. The following contest is a semi-final match in the King of the Ring tournament. Making his way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn! Kissing the crowd. Can you imagine Sami Zayn as King of the Ring? Well, Sami sure can. I swear, it's like something out of a fairy tale. Who doesn't love a good Cinderella story? Think about the man who's been beaten down and cast aside and oppressed and persecuted at every turn imaginable. Finally overcomes every single obstacle in his way to rise to power and become king. King of the Ring. King Sami Zayn.
Yeah, like that.
Sounds so good just saying it out loud.
Yeah.
King.
Thanks.
You know, many people have a lot of words to describe Sami Zayn. I've heard it.
Okay, so you know what my money's on for this match tonight?
Paranoid. I've heard of conspiracy theorists.
Finn Balor.
Yeah, a lot of people say all of those things. I mean, they're pretty much all on record by anybody that you have to respect or trust with their brain. But if Sami was to become king, would be more distraught than Lions fans. Tears would be shed just like Motor City Dan Campbell. And we hope that Finn can take care of this evening on his supersize SmackDown.
So here we go. Finn Balor, Sami Zayn starting us off. First King of the Ring semifinal matchup. Of course, the semifinal matchup in the Queen's Crown tournament a bit later on tonight. Carmella and Zelina Vega. Nice takedown by Finn Balor on Sami Zayn. And again, the winner goes on to Crown Jewel next Thursday to take on the winner of Xavier Woods and Jinder Mahal, which takes place on Raw Monday night.
Talking to Finn Balor earlier, he talked about how his career could take yet another incredible turn if he was to become king.
You know, Pat, we talked a lot last week about the prestige of the King of the Ring tournament. First time in 2 years we had a tournament here at WWE. The inaugural event was back in 1985. Wow. That does it. Hall of Famers over the years have been named King of the Ring.
How about you? Were you ever king?
Oh, no.
I think I'm not
I was
quite
not
sure about this, but
Nonetheless, that's a story
I
for
think
another
it's
time.
that
Here's
first
Sami
King of the
Zayn now
Ring.
in the reversal. Balor
Harley
rotating
Race
across the ring up over the
King
top.
of the
Sunset
Ring.
flip. Balor rolls through.
The
And a
first
basement
one, but
drop
I
kick.
don't remember exactly.
And a
I
nice
think
knee
it was
bar
like
drop
a
takedown by
house show or
Balor.
something.
There's obviously Sirs and Dukes, but there's only
Wait,
one
so
king.
it was Harley Race.
Finn Balor obviously
And then
looking to
the
become that.
magnificent
Sami Zayn
Morocco.
would completely change the trajectory of
Oh my
all of
God,
his life.
Teddy
if he
DiBiase was once
become
king of
He
the ring,
knows that,
bro.
even though he's in
I
suffer
don't
more than
remember
annoying,
that.
he knows
Hold on,
that
let me
one
go get my
crown on
phone.
his head could change
Yeah.
the whole world.
Brock Lesnar, the Beast, who will be here later tonight. Cover now by Sami Zayn. Hooks the leg. Balor's got a kick at 2. Brock Lesnar was once king of the ring. Another cover and another kick out. Sami again for a third time in an air fall.
If Sami was to become king, the approval.
That's because.
Okay, so here's what you got. One of the night. No, wait, it was Don Morocco who was the first ever king of the ring.
Don Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember
June,
that.
July 1989, and he was facing the Iron Sheik. So here's all the list that you got right. So we got the SmackDown tournament for the King of the Ring. So we got coming in first. We got Morocco. Coming in behind with second place is Harley Race, which is the one that you got, but you got one day wrong. It was 1986 that Harley Race won.
Okay. I don't remember Don Morocco being king of the ring. That's why.
Not only that, Macho Man Randy Savage, he was king two
that
times.
I remember, yeah.
Actually, 3. Mm-hmm.
I only remember one time, but you know what? You have to remember a lot of this was a long time ago, so.
Coming in fourth is the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Yes,
See?
that I don't remember.
He became king of the ring.
Right, but that could have been during the time I wasn't watching.
You want me to tell you his mom's name was? Helen Heidi.
Yeah, I know that, and his dad's name was Mike DiBiase, Iron Mike DiBiase, and he actually died in the ring. I don't know if it's exactly the same way Owen Hart did, but like Owen, Mike DiBiase also died in the ring.
Would be lower
In the
than he's
hospital.
ever seen when it came to the royal family somehow, some way.
Edge, who kicked off SmackDown tonight, was once king of the ring, of course. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Maybe I thought he had died
Born
in
in
the
the King of the
ring.
Ring tournament. And look at Sami Zayn.
You got your Bible verses.
Sami Zayn, focused and aggressive here tonight, very intense in his attack on Balor.
Don't get it twisted. Although Sami definitely sucks, and they weren't chanting "Thank you, Sami" earlier, he is very good inside of those ropes.
Comments of Pat McAfee are of his own, not the WWE.
Do not reflect that of those who are currently employing me for these 2.5 hours on Fox Sports 1. Crowds getting behind Finn, bringing him back to life.
WWE Universe is talking about this supersized SmackDown already. You saw moments ago, #1 trend in Twitter. Sami sent over the top rope into the floor. And now Balor's got him in his wheelhouse. And here comes Finn over the top rope. Zayn taking out. Will Balor be king?
If you look.
Live on Peacock.
Please, we have the meat.
It's the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament here on a supersized Friday night SmackDown on FS1. One of these men, Sami Zayn or Finn Balor, will advance to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament next Thursday at Crown Jewel, streaming live on Peacock.
In front of a sold-out crowd at the Toyota Center here in Southern California, Finn Balor and Sami Zayn have been beating the hell out of each other to one day hopefully call themselves king.
Winner of this matchup will face the winner of the semifinal match on Raw Monday, that being either Jinder Mahal or Xavier Woods. Balor with a kick to the midsection. We're going to change the momentum in this matchup. Zayn fires back with the right. Pele kick.
Kick to the mouth from Finn Balor. Turning point could be this moment we're watching right now.
And watch Balor explosive.
Sami Zayn might be out on his feet there. Dead body down to the canvas.
Balor back to his feet. Zayn back to his feet as well. Sami perhaps looking to escape. Finn Balor's not going to let him. And Sami driven into the corner.
Oh.
And now Zayn, hanging Balor up on the top rope.
Sami Zayn, so smart, conniving.
A very shrewd athlete is Sami Zayn. And Balor meets him with a chop. Sami taking a little bit too much time. Headed up to the top rope. And now Balor's got him where he wants him. Sami looking to block. Balor was looking for a superplex, I believe. And Sami Zayn with a headbutt. Oh.
Pushing him down. Sami celebrating atop the WWE ring.
He believes he's heading to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. To win and advance to 2.5. Balor thought he had him.
Not sure he caught all of it.
Let's see if he did.
Sami takes to the skies. Finn.
Oh, man, the Blue Thunderbomb, meanwhile by Sami. Here's the cover. Great counter by Zayn, but Balor able to kick out.
Doesn't it? Incredible turn of events. Finn lands a kick to the mouth. I don't think he hit both, and then a Blue Thunderbomb out of nowhere.
Okay.
Finn was looking to put Sami away, and now Sami countered into that Blue Thunderbomb, shaking the ring, and Balor somehow able to stay in it.
If you are in a position
Red light,
of Seth
green light
Rollins or
situation
Edge,
happening
what
live
will
in
you do
Supersize SmackDown.
if somebody
Looking
broke
for an
into your
explosive
house if you were
suplex to
Seth?
Balor into the corner.
I mean, if you were
Finn
Edge.
fought back, beating him down. Sami says, trying to get him soft enough, and he does.
And there's the exploder into the corner, and now Sami Zayn has Finn Balor where he wants him. Zayn could be closing in on the victory.
Joy in his eyes.
Finn Balor going to drag himself to his feet, which allows Sami to put him in the zone for a Luma kick, but Balor moves out of harm's way, catches Sami right in the face. And now Balor up top. Sami though back to his feet. What a matchup in the semifinals. Roll up by Zayn. Sami's got his feet on the ropes, and official Jessica Carr caught him.
Refs in all other sports get everything wrong all the time. Not here. Jessica Carr says if you want to be the king, you're going to have to do it fair and square.
Not just refs, but the umpires. And now Balor hammering away on Zayn. The big right hands by faded Finn's fired up.
The fuck?
And Balor with a sling blade. Sammy into the corner. Zayn is in the drop zone. Are we on the precipice of Prince Balor in the finals to become the king? Balor looking for the coup de grace. Sammy rolls out of the way, rolling down to win. To win, he's got him stabbed. The Adam, no! Kick out at 2. Sammy can't believe it. Went for the exploder again. Balor able to roll through. Then Balor stomped right in the chest.
Stomped right through his heart like Greg Joseph did to Detroit.
Boom! Balor again. Sammy not quite sure where he's at. Finn Balor drives Sammy into the corner. A little more oomph on that one by Balor. Now Finn heading up, and can he put Zayn away from high above? Coup de grace. Cover. Will he go from Prince to King? Balor's in the finals. Here is your winner, Finn Balor. What a match. What passion. What grit. What a performance by the Prince. Finn Balor looks to join the likes of Booker T and Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H and many more. But in order to become King of the Ring, he will have to knock off either Jinder Mahal or Xavier Woods, who meet Monday Night at Raw. The King of the Ring tournament finals next Thursday.
If I were new and just to keep up my dude.
Yeah. What would you do if you were in
I
the
would likely call the police, but that would be big for interesting TV.
But still to come tonight.
They're building it to a pay-per-view.
In a supersized SmackDown. Roman Reigns, the GOAT, the best in the...
If I was in the position of Edge, I'll either have like
Oh yeah, that too.
I like get out of my house or get out of my mansion.
Accept my challenge. Universal title.
I'm gonna pause this for a minute because they're showing the video, so I'm gonna give it time for them to get past the video. Yeah, no shit. I know it's just a cartoon, but that took the words right out of my mouth. Can't we stop all being so mean to each other? That's ever since 9/11, that's what the world's come to, and that was 20 years ago. And God knows the stuff that's happened since then, but
We're in the year 2021. That happened like in 2001.
yeah, but it's gotten worse since then. In fact, I was reading.
Oh, hell yeah.
In fact, I was reading WATE out of Memphis, and There was another school shooting just yesterday.
Oh my God.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It just never ends. And it wasn't in Tennessee. I can't remember where it was. No, what am I saying? It was here. It was in Florida. I don't remember exactly what part of Florida, but wow.
It's crazy.
Where does it end? If it ends at all.
Mm-hmm.
At any rate, let's get back to
Next Thursday, in the biggest match of the year, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at Crown Jewel. Special start time, 12 noon Eastern, exclusively on Peacock. Ready to feel the glow? Hell yeah!
well, the show might be over by the time I get to see it. Because it's over by 3:30. We get back here at 2. But they still want me to do stuff when I get in the door. So by the time we see it, it may be over. But that'll be good, actually, because that means we'll just have to watch it from the beginning. And I'm not going to look at any highlights or anything to see what happens.
I feel like I'm in the club with Tyson Fury after an 11-round battle with
I'm going to watch with you.
I don't know, I don't know if we're going to open up to see.
Finally, got one tonight against Sonya Deville.
Oh, that's right. I almost
You
forgot.
smiling? I know you see this big old smile on my face. It's because I'm so happy. I'm finally getting to have my match on SmackDown. I'm getting in the ring with the one person that's been keeping me out of it. Sonya Deville has taken my kindness and my patience for a weakness. But I'm here to tell you, baby, that was a big mistake. This is glow time.
Well, Naomi says Sonya Deville will feel
That's
the
right.
blow
Sonya
here
Deville
tonight on
returns to
Friday
the
Night
ring tonight
SmackDown on FS1.
for the first time in probably a year and a
There's
half.
WWE official Sonya Deville
Face Sonya
tonight.
face
WWE
Naomi.
superstar for the first time in
And speaking of Sonya Deville, there she
Deville
is.
will have a match here in
Yeah, for the first
WWE.
time in over a year.
Deville
As
and
Michael
Naomi
Cole say,
clash
14
live
months.
next on this super-sized edition of Friday Night SmackDown. Night. WWE Championship.
I've been biding my time. I've waited months for this match.
Big E will defend his WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre. You will never.
So we're back on a commercial, but when we come back live, Sonya Deville steps into the ring for the first time in over a year to go one-on-one with Naomi.
Speaking about Sonya Deville, people who doesn't know who Sonya Deville is, she came.
Oh, no. People who don't know, not people who doesn't know. People who don't know who Sonya Deville is.
You told me you're better than I am.
Well, no, it's just grammatically that doesn't make sense. People who don't know, I think is what he's trying to say. She was a wrestler, an active wrestler, up until getting hurt last year. And since then, she's been sort of in a general manager role for SmackDown, but tonight, after almost a year, she comes to the ring. She comes back to the ring. She's also the first.
Lesbian.
A lot of people don't know this, but she's also the first openly gay WWE superstar. They were going to make that into a storyline, but I think after Sonya got hurt, they decided to scrap it. They might decide to go ahead with it at some point, but or if John said, yeah, a lesbian. But I don't know if it's been long enough to go back to it now, but
Take this.
Now, Eric, being the school. Get out of there.
That's good. I'm done making my video anyways.
Versus me.
Friday Night SmackDown on FS1 tonight is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Say when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Naomi is downright giddy and ready to go. Her first match here on Friday Night SmackDown in some time.
Hold on. Party over. Cut the music. Cut our music. I know. Naomi, I've warned you before about walking out of my office before I was finished speaking with you. I wasn't finished telling you the details of your match tonight. Don't worry, everyone. She's having a match tonight. Relax. But it's going to be Naomi versus me and Shayna Baszler.
What? Are you kidding me?
well, now it's not a one-on-one. Then, or rather, Sonya does return to the ring, but it's a handicap match where Sonya's beating Shayna Baszler. 2-on-1 against Naomi.
This is abuse of power, is what it is. But nonetheless, Shayna Baszler
Is
is in the semifinals of
in a
the
fruit?
Queen's Crown Tournament facing Utah on
Okay,
Monday night on
yeah.
Raw. But will also be a part of the winner of
Naomi's
Friday Night SmackDown as she
Sonya's
joins the
not
Raw
even
brand
in
for the first time in her
wrestling
career
gear.
next Friday night. But she's in action here tonight. The WWE official Sonya Deville.
I've seen Shayna go to work for a long time. Two fighters walking into the ring next to each other, Sonya and Shayna. Shayna once said she'll make any person she steps in the ring with snap, tap, or trap.
Oh, Pat, Shayna Baszler may well be the most dangerous person.
Ring the bell.
Oh! So wait a minute, if I get this correctly, normally a handicap match, Pat, is with two people on one team, they tag in and out of the ring.
Wait a minute. I don't know what she's trying to be. You know how Stephanie was trying to be like when she had her woman against Nikki Bella?
Was not expecting this. Oh, and a kick right to the spine.
She's being like Stephanie, and that's her henchwoman.
Sonya has not been in action in 418 days.
Oh.
She's been writing emails, reading through emails, making matches, abusing her power.
And tonight, it was supposed to be Sonya and Naomi one-on-one, but twisted the rules a bit. And now it's Shayna and Sonya. Handicap match against Naomi.
You want the match? What do you do with the opportunity?
Oh!
You fail like you always do. Loser.
Don't get it twisted. Sonya is a despicable person, a terrible official, and a bad leader. But she is an ass kicker.
And so's Naomi. And look at Naomi go. And Naomi going right after Baszler now. Feel the Baszler down. Naomi looking to pull up the win. Naomi, who's been looking for a match for some time. Naomi going to head up to the top of Sonya Deville. Not going to allow that to happen again. This is legal 2-on-1 handicap match. I guess anything's legal when you're a WWE official. You can make your rules like Sonya has. And now Baszler with a Karafuda clutch.
With the what?
The sleeper hold.
Oh. Well, yeah, but he called something else that didn't hear what he said.
This is disgusting. Naomi is fading. Here are your winners, Shayna Baszler and Sonya Deville. Many would say that was pathetic. What's that all about? Supersized SmackDown. I still don't understand what Sonya Deville has against Naomi. For weeks and weeks now, she hasn't allowed Naomi to be a part of SmackDown in any capability. But Naomi just wanted to work. Well, anyhow, we look forward now to next Friday night and the new era of SmackDown with new stars like Hit Row.
The time for talking is over.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Seth Rollins. What is he wearing? Swag up. Will scar your soul so it never heals. When we battle inside Hell in a Cell. At Crunchyroll next Thursday on Peacock. It is now time for Seth Rollins' rebuttal. Seth Rollins unleashes hell on a supersized SmackDown. Live next.
NXT 2.0. We told y'all. I ain't scared of nothing.
I'm still the baddest bitch in the game.
I'm a game. 2 days to touch. You ain't prepared for nothing. I've been ready for this whole. NXT 2.
The big bad. Little eater, what do you know? Do you need a tinkle tinkle? Yes, I do think so. Look, bro, not to bring you in, but I don't have any hard feelings, alright? Huh? You smoke, bro? Okay. You gotta give yourself over to Christ, bro. I do. Jesus Lord. You can go one direction in life where you just walk around the hallways without a hall pass, where you can see the light, bro.
Real relief to me is moving around, playing with my son, having a good time.
Hall pass! Show me your hall pass! What? Oh, you know what this is? This is the mace that they use on bears, faggot! Now let me see your hall pass! It's right here! Alright, cool, bro. Go with class. What? You hit...
Just clean out my throat, okay?
I know. I'll make this quick.
Actually, take whatever time you got. I'm not gonna rush you, okay?
Yeah. Oh, I think I spelled something wrong here. Hold on.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Weekends starting from $3.29. Enjoy the next 30 minutes of uninterrupted listening.
Wow, I haven't heard this song for a long time.
So tired of all the darkness in our lives. With no more angry words to say.
Excuse me, please. I have to go to the bathroom, but I'll be quick.
Well, I'm gonna probably show Rupert. It's not wrong.
Show Rupert your room?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Oh, shit. by the way, those of you who are wondering that are used to typically seeing me with the Mountain Dew or Red Bull while we watch this, I had to lay off in a few days because last Tuesday I had a tooth pulled, and that hurts like anyway. Yeah, and because I have dissolvable stitches now to protect the tooth, I didn't want the acid from the Mountain Dew or the Red Bull to damage that. So my dentist told me to lay off of it till tomorrow, or till Saturday. So tomorrow's Saturday, so I can do that again tomorrow. So if there's anybody wondering why I don't have my Mountain Dew or Red Bull like I typically do, that's why. Oh, there was one other thing. I was going to say this till the end. We're on commercial, so what the hell, I'll tell you now. Well, of course, after SmackDown is Rampage, but also AEW Dynamite was preempted this past Wednesday because of the NBA. So to make up for it, there's a special Saturday night episode of AEW Dynamite on TNT tomorrow. Dynamite moves to TBS starting January 5th.
I thought it was the 3rd.
No, I did too, actually, but I found out today I was wrong. It is January 5th. And I don't know what time tomorrow night. I don't know what time tomorrow night Dynamite's on TNT, but I can find that out after the show.
I got it, since we're still on commercial or not.
And with that, let's get back to SmackDown.
Live next Tuesday, 8.
Oh, by the way, now on Paramount Plus, for those of you that have that, unfortunately I don't. Right now on Paramount Plus, you can see Madonna's new documentary called Madam X, named after her last album and tour. So Madam X, Madonna's new documentary, is not in theaters. It's exclusively on Paramount Plus. Whoever might want to check that out if you have that. Sasha.
On Supersize SmackDown.
They say some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them. But in my case, it's all of the above. Now, we're only just 6 days away from Crown Jewel, where I will make history yet again and take back my SmackDown Women's Championship. And making history is nothing new to me. I've been doing that since day one. Now, I didn't come back just to take back my title. I came back to right some wrongs. 2 weeks ago, it was Bianca Belair. And now tonight, it's Becky Lynch's turn. Big time Bex is going to get a big time beatdown. Because I'm laser focused. I'm on a whole new zone. And I'm ready to conquer and to destroy all. Because I'm the boss. Standard, the blueprint, and going to be your new SmackDown Women's Champion.
And Sasha has that opportunity next Thursday. Special start time, 12 noon Eastern on Peacock. Becky Lynch defends the SmackDown Women's. Rollins and Crown Jewel. And tonight, a Super Friday Night SmackDown on FS1 is sponsored by Progressive.
Progressive is fantastic. And so is this thing. They have massive numbers.
Holy shit.
Huh?
Tonight, in about, well, Right now, we got Brian Danielson, Suzuki, and Bobby Fish on AEW.
Well, it's not right now. It starts at 10. But I'm looking for what time tomorrow night Dynamite starts.
Edge really came out here earlier tonight trying to convince all of you and himself that he has any chance against me at Crown Jewel. Yeah, wow, that is a great joke. That is the best joke I've heard in some time. Let's set the record straight. I am in no way intimidated or afraid to face Edge inside Hell in a Cell. And you know why? Oh, I'm going to tell you, of course. Because hell has already frozen over right here tonight in California. Yeah.
Oh, they're in California tonight.
No. The man himself, Edge, finally said it. He
that was Monday night.
uttered the words,
In
and
San
I
Diego
quote, he said, you were all here, he was wrong, and that
Sir, where is SmackDown
I
held
am
last night?
not Edge Light. You see, he's
Sir, where
finally
is
coming around to
SmackDown
what we have all
live
known
tonight?
all along, and that is that I am better than Edge in every single possible way.
They're in Canada.
They're in Canada.
No, I'm in his head, guys. I'm in his head. Think about it. I have out-manipulated the master of mind games.
Wait,
and if that's not a mental advantage, then I don't know what is.
Can I try something, sir?
Sure.
Siri, what time is AEW Dynamite on tomorrow night?
I found this on the web.
That doesn't answer the question, Siri.
Sorry, what time does AEW start tomorrow night on TNT?
First, you have to tell me where you are.
Oh, Siri, fuck you, bitch.
Let me Google. Okay, Google, what time does AEW start tomorrow night on TNT?
It is produced by the American promotion All Elite Wrestling and airs every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on TNT in the United States.
I know that, but I asked about...
Special time tomorrow night, same time as Wednesday. 8 o'clock.
So it's 8 o'clock tomorrow, just like Wednesday? Okay, well, I can go to the program guide when this is over and look it up.
So I'm going in with a mental advantage, and look, hey, I'm going in with a physical advantage after what happened to Edge at Madison Square Garden, the stomp, being stretchered out, spending the night in the hospital. There's no way he can be 100%. There's no way. There's no way. So mentally, I got the edge. Physically, I got the edge. And so what does Edge do? He's got an ace up his sleeve. Hell in a Cell.
Jennifer's calling you, bro.
Now I'm going to say this one more time.
I'm sorry, YouTube, but one of my friends is
I'm
calling
going to
me.
say it very slowly for all of you in the back so that you can understand me. I am in no way intimidated or afraid to face Edge inside Hell in a Cell.
Because Edge is right about a couple of things. Edge is right about a couple of things. We are two devils. We are cut from the same cloth. We are a lot alike. But there is one major difference between the two of us. I have spent more time in that cell than Edge has. I know what that structure does to people. I know what it's done to me. I've been calloused by the cell. I've been scarred by the cell. Look at me! Look at me! I am the man I am today because of hell in a cell. You're right, Edge. This fairy tale does end as Crown Jewel, but just not the way you think. And I know this because I am the visionary. I am the revolutionary. I am Seth freaking Rollins.
Next Thursday at Crown Jewel, Seth Rollins steps inside Hell in a Cell for the 4th time in his career. Will it be his crowning moment or the worst night of his life?
He said he had the edge over Edge, while the crowd called him Harley Quinn. We are 6 weeks away from these two tearing the hell out of each other.
Also at Crown Jewel, it'll be the finals, the first ever Queen's Crown tournament. Last week, the first round here on SmackDown. Zelina Vega, one-on-one with Toni Storm. Storm looked great for much of the matchup.
Raggedy Liv Morgan.
Almost broken numerous weeks in a row by Liv Morgan. She got her mask, and she got the win over Liv Morgan to advance to the semis for the Queen's Crown.
There she is. Girl, Carmella. Listen, I am so glad that you took care of that raggedy Liv Morgan. Because, listen, if I'm going to win the Queen's Crown tournament, I want to go up against the best. And we all know that Carmella, the most beautiful woman in all of WWE, is 10 times better than Liv Morgan and Toni Storm. At least. At least. Now, listen, I have no intentions on breaking your face. So you don't got to wear that. Let's just go out there and have a good, clean, fair match like the classy mujeres that we are.
Selena, finally, somebody gets it. I just love this for us.
What? What just happened? Zelina said that they want to have a fair match for a crown?
The following contest is a semi-final match in the Queen's Crown Tournament. Introducing first, the most beautiful woman in all of WWE, Carmella!
Actually, Ray being self-proclaimed the most beautiful woman in WWE, but we get it. And Carmella and Zelina Vega now have alliances have been formed over the past number of weeks between these two, but they will be put aside here tonight. Carmella and Zelina, who heads to the finals of the Queen's Crown Tournament? We find out live next on a super-sized SmackDown. that she's going to solidify her place in history. She also said all the Twitter trolls are going to kiss the ring when she wins the Queen's Crown tournament. Winner is Zelina and Carmella tonight will face the winner of Dewdrop and Shayna Baszler, who meet Monday at Raw in the finals next Thursday at the Crown Jewel event in Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
First ever Queen's Crown tournament. It'll be talked about forever. Everybody wants it, but Zelina said before this match that her and Carmella are going to have a nice clean match to see who can become the queen around.
And Zelina said, Carmella, you don't have to wear your protective face mask tonight. I'm not going to smack you in the face. These two have had an alliance over the past couple of months here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Alliances mean nothing when a crown is on the line.
I don't need you tonight, but I appreciate you. You too. I don't need you, but thank you. I'm gonna wear the mask.
So those two women there are the ones who will present Carmella and put her protective face mask on her. But Carmella says, I don't need it tonight. So here we go. Underway, semifinals, Queen's Crown tournament.
There's a random dude that walks around with the Stanley Cup at all times.
Oh, look at this. Carmella rolling up Vega.
That's what those ladies are for Carmella's mask. But Zelina said, you're not going to need that tonight, and Carmella has just bought into that fact.
Down elbow tie up, and look at Zelina now rolling through and shoulders down, and a kick out by Carmella at 2.
Zelina trying to end this thing quick, trying to catch her off guard. Out quick. Carmella to become queen.
Expecting a fair matchup here tonight between these two frenemies, I guess is how Zelina would describe them.
Right now, they're just opponents fighting for a crown. Trying to one another.
Takedown by Carmella. Armbar applied to Zelina Vega.
I'll tell you what, I don't think anybody expected this.
And Carmella, former women's champion.
Don't forget, still to come tonight in our main event.
Hey, Lil H,
Also,
ask Zelina if she wants to quit, says Mella.
Again,
I think it's going to take a little bit more than that to get Zelina out of the running to become a queen.
Trying to make it back to a vertical base, which she does, but taken right back down by Carmella. Impressive display here by Carmella.
Grinding pound like the Cleveland Browns right now, Carmella. Grounding Zelina, who can get going if she ever catches a rhythm here.
Yes, Zelina looking to use her quickness and speed of Carmella, but she's got to create some separation, does Vega.
I think so. Anytime you have this type of situation.
Zelina Vega, nice arm drag. Now Zelina rolling to Carmella up again with the shoulders down. Kick out by Carmella at 2. Oh, went for the kick and connected, but I'm not sure if she got all of it.
Bo Jackson Jordan's right to the face of Zelina. There was a Queen's agreement earlier that they were not punching each other in the face.
So much of the agreement that's pressed by Vega, and now Zelina hammered away on Carmella. Remember, Carmella's face, no protective mask, and Zelina went right for the face of Carmella.
Zelina says, anything you can do, I can do better. I'll attack your face, even though I said I wouldn't, because you chose to break the rules of the code we had.
Carmella wants a timeout. And the official begins the count here.
Liv Morgan took the mask.
Carmella's on trial.
Oh, then she said, you want this? How about a right?
And now Zelina Vega rolling up. Carmella, shoulders down. Zelina takes advantage.
Here is your winner, Zelina Vega.
Zelina advances to the finals of the Queen's Crown tournament, taking advantage of Liv Morgan's distraction.
Zelina outsmarted Carmella before this thing even started. Said, don't worry about the mask. Then when the mask got involved, Liv Morgan did as well.
And Carmella wants nothing to do with Liv. Well, here's the updated brackets. Zelina Vega now in the finals of the Queen's Crown tournament. She will face either Dewdrop or Shayna Baszler, who square off Monday night. Baszler, who square off Monday night on Raw. The finals, of course, next Thursday at the Crown Jewel event. Will this be the scene? Will Zelina be queen? Well, next week, it's a new era of Friday Night SmackDown on Fox, featuring the return of the Celtic Warrior.
I come from a long next week.
Smackdown will be mine.
Things about to get physical on Friday nights. The new era of SmackDown begins next week.
Some carryover, though. In this particular case,
Well, Friday nights will remain happy. Having Corbin stay on SmackDown. Sure taking a sweet time to get out here tonight. I guess when you're happy, you can do anything you want, right?
I guess. This scumbag, 6'8", 285 pounds, overdosing on joy, who now has a sidekick named Madcap.
Please welcome Madcap Moss and the host of Happy Talk, Happy Corbin.
I say sidekick, but many believe that Madcap Moss is actually Happy's progenitor.
Okay. What instrument
Ever that tends but Happy Talk, the talk show pad. I know you're excited. It's right here, next on Super Size SmackDown. It's Happy Talk time on a supersized SmackDown.
Welcome to another episode of the show that is putting smiles on people's faces all over the world. Happy Talk. I want you all to please welcome my guest. He is the funniest man I've ever met in my entire life. Madcap Moss. Madcap, hey, give him something. Give him something.
Okay. Listen. Okay, so there's this hen. Every single day of her life, she lays eggs for years and years until one day, suddenly, she stops. Doctors don't know what's going on. She's devastated, lost, doesn't know what to do. Eventually, she goes and sees a therapist. And then finally, miracle of all miracles, she's got a diagnosis. It's an existential crisis. Existential.
There's a lot of steps to get to that.
It's, speaking of chickens, welcome to another episode of the show putting smiles on people's faces all over the world. Happy Talk. I want you all to please welcome my guest. He is the funniest man I've ever met in my entire life. Madcap Moss. Madcap, hey, give him something. Give him something.
Okay. Listen. Okay, so there's this hen. Every single day of her life, she lays eggs for years and years until one day, suddenly, it's an existential crisis. Existential.
Yeah, that one wasn't too funny. That wasn't as funny as the two that's
It's, speaking of chickens, Kevin Owens. I mean, he flew the coop and ran to Raw because he couldn't take the heat of last week's episode of Happy Talk. Did you get you flew the coop?
Hey, what do you call it when Kevin Owens is writhing in pain on the ground? Just another Friday night.
Okay, listen, I can't wait to hear all the new jokes you have for all the new superstars that are coming to SmackDown. We have a New Day, we have Charlotte, we have Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, Ricochet. I mean, they're all prime targets.
You don't have to wait. I got one. Listen to this. Okay, so Ricochet and Drew McIntyre walk into a bar. Okay, the bartender says to them, "Thank God,
Oh, damn.
Talent has arrived. My name's Rick Boogs. And I didn't come here to listen to bad jokes. I came here to rock with the Intercontinental Champion. Say it with me. Shinsuke Nakamura. We went from hearing jokes about hens and cocks and chickens and Kevin Owens to Hall of Fame music.
Hey, Happy Talk's ratings may go up.
They have to.
Don't fall.
This is amazing. On your stupid birthday, Michael Cole. Yes, we are living a great life right now. Happy birthday, Cole.
I'd like to know what Happy Corbin thinks about all this.
Who cares? Oh, it sounds good every time. Let that thing build. Are you kidding me, Cole?
Yeah, this is.
Oh, man, that was amazing.
And this is amazing as well.
Ooh, little improv. Smoke time. Dude, that guitar right there. Man. This is like when Nelly joined Jason Aldean. Get a little guitar with some Street Profits pain. Red Solo Cups reigning, guitar links sliding, Street Profits, Usos, Tag Team Championship Street Fight on the other side of the break on this beautiful super-sized SmackDown.
At the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, the former champs, the Street Profits, become the new SmackDown World
next week on Fox, and it's only appropriate after that we actually have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The former champs, the Street Profits, in a street fight with the Usos. And guess what, Pat? We still have about an hour left in the supersized SmackDown. Are you serious? Oh, yeah. It's 9:30 Eastern. What does that mean? We're going to 10:30 on Fox Sports 1. And here come the current champs, the 7-time Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jey Uso, who showed up on Raw this past Monday night and caused all kinds of problems between WWE Champion Big E and his challenger at Crown Jewel on Thursday, Drew McIntyre. The bloodline runs Friday nights. And Mondays, obviously, as well. And for sure, they're okay showing up and beating the hell out of whoever, whatever. And tonight, Supersized SmackDown and FS1 sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Say when you buy the Auto Hall for motorcycle insurance. Street fight time! No rules. You win me a big dollar submission. That's all that matters. The energy is palpable. The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers.
Nice of you to remember me. Anyway, you come back. Anyway, here's what you missed.
Okay.
For those of you that might have missed it, again, nice of you to remember me and come back.
Told you I was coming back.
Yeah, you don't walk out on me.
Sorry.
You know better than that. Anyway, there was going to be an episode of the Happy Corbin Show, but after a few jokes from Madcap Moss, unfortunately, I don't remember any of them. Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs and the Street Profits came out and started dancing, so and got the audience involved. So the Happy Corbin Show never really got off the ground. They just kind of snuck out while the camera wasn't on them and went backstage. This is happening now. This is what I thought was going to be the main event, but Pat McAfee just mentioned that for tonight, I'm assuming only for tonight, because they're on Fox Sports instead of Fox, they're going for another 30 minutes. So SmackDown will go till 10:30 instead of 10. So there might be another main event. I'm not sure. But I'm going to get back to that and type to my Facebook friends while we get back to SmackDown.
Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. And their opponents, they are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jey, the Usos. I'll tell you, it is electric in the Toyota Arena in SoCal here tonight for Supersized SmackDown in this street fight between Jimmy and Jey, the Usos, and the Street Profits. It's been quite the rivalry between these two teams, Pat, and it really ends tonight because, remember, the Street Profits head to Monday when the new rosters take effect, and the Usos remain here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Here's what I found on Inside News, Michael.
Street fight time, pinfall or submission, you're the champs. Might as well throw these hands early. And Dawkins now, Angelo Dawkins. Oh, there's that swinging neck breaker to Jey Uso. Meanwhile, Montez Ford, Jimmy Uso going at it, and it spills to the outside. No countouts. You can do any damage you want out here. Dawkins driven into the barricade, and now Montez Ford, the uber athlete with the right hand. Uber athletic, uber tough going to... finishing a solo red solo cup. Yeah, but didn't realize Jey Uso came into the ring from behind. And now Jey Uso planning Montez Ford with a vicious neck breaker. Covered by Jey to retain and a kick out. I couldn't fathom if this thing would have ended right there. Street fight in the Toyota Arena. Rob, it's quite the rivalry. Not only with the Usos, but the bloodline in general. Remember that fight Montez Ford had with Roman Reigns a couple of weeks ago. The Usos Dawkins digging into the barricade. And the Usos putting the hammer down. And letting everybody in Southern California know he's a look. Are you kidding me? And he landed on his feet. Are you kidding me? And he got the sting on top of the desk. Woo! Get the table! And a tribute to the Dudley Boys.
Whoa. He said, get the tables. That was cool.
Apartments would love to win the gold here again tonight. Jimmy and Jey. Corbin's knocked out to the table. Who's going to survive the street fight for the SmackDown Tag Team titles?
Okay, so here's what I see on the Ringside News, bro. Okay, so it says right here. WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg is a legend in the pro wrestling business, especially making a name for himself during the WCW. Goldberg previously admitted that he
Right, but that doesn't explain why tonight's show is another 3 minutes.
No. I'm getting to the part about he's injured.
So what does that have to do with the show tonight?
I'm just reading you what happened earlier. Goldberg cannot make it can't make it at Crown Jewels whenever his niece is ready to not give out on him again.
Well, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 days till Crown Jewel. Somehow I get the feeling he'll find a way to make it, especially if it is his last match. He doesn't want to go out like that. So even if he's not fully recovered, regardless if his doctor tells him not to, he'll find a way to make it, I guarantee you.
Now available at Wingstop.
We are back live on a super-sized Friday Night SmackDown at MS1. This is for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, but not a traditional match. No tags in and out, no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes because this is a street fight between the Usos and the Street Profits. Nothing less would be expected on super-sized SmackDown.
It was, all the Charlie Brown shows, right?
Yeah.
Guess who might be returning? Who? It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie. Okay, after a year without the Peanuts, it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is returning to TV.
Oh, yeah, that was a great show I watched when I was little. But there's a street fight going on right now.
Joe hopped into that dinger swing. Wow.
And I don't think Charlie Brown and Lance are going to be telling each other to get the table.
Rock is crowd here tonight at the sold-out Toyota Arena. Cover to retain the SmackDown Gold and a kick out by Dawkins. And now the Usos just hammered away on Angela. They are savagely. Dawkins trying to cover up, trying to protect himself. Look at in the background. Top up now. Montez Ford. Dawkins, partner. Ford gonna fly. Whoa! What a cross body.
See what's so stupid is they don't even try to get out of the way. They just sit there and wait for the guy to hit them.
Like that.
And Ford looks to rally.
See, if this was a real fight, they would be trying to get up and get out of the way, right? They just sit there and wait for them to hit it.
Oh, that's one way to do it. Cover for the tag team goal. Kick out at 2, they're falling.
And even with the chair, see, here, hold this. I'm going to smack you. Don't try to protect yourself from mover or anything. Just sit there and wait for me to go upside your head.
And Jey Uso indeed silences the WWE Universe. We were once not the Street Profits. Bloodline, of course, led by the head of the table, Roman Reigns. The Universal Champion will be here later on tonight in the same ring with Brock Lesnar to sign the contract for the Crown Jewel title match. Ford now, kick to the face. Dawkins is in play. Double team. Cover to win the tag team titles and a kick out by Jey Uso. The Street Profits aren't just razzle dazzle. They are cerebral. They have power. They've been champions before. They won it again. And guess who's the DH now? Payback time for Dawkins.
So what? DH.
I think bending around Jay's back. Saying, how does it feel? Now a steel chair. Street fight here. Be a matter of moments back before the Street Profits win the SmackDown Gold. Double team coming. Jimmy Uso from behind, saving his brother. Oh, and driving Dawkins posted him. Double super kick.
That was cool.
Double super kick. Shoes this week. Cover. Oh, and a kick out by Dawkins. Jimmy Uso almost had Dawkins. Kendo sticks, chairs, a table earlier, and 2 Air Force Ones to Dawkins' mouth almost ended this thing. Well, Pat, it's been an incredible rivalry between these two teams, and it's only fitting that it ends here tonight. The final chapter in this street fight on a supersized SmackDown for the tag team gold. So much on the line, so much history between the Bloodline and the Street Profits. The thirsty crowd here in Southern California says, give us tables. The Usos say, how about? Uso's looking for a double frog splash. Ford is not going to allow it to happen. And now Jey Uso bounced off the announce table. Montez Ford with a kick to the face. Dawkins grabs him. Ford up top. Anointment to front of the heavens. He switched direction in midair. Montez Ford cover to win the gold. And saving his brother is Jey Uso. Looked like Tony Hawk in the sky. 180. Ford through a table. She threw it out to him a number of weeks ago. Eyes rattling around in Montez's head as he was put through the table and called for earlier. Switching direction in midair to hit the frog splash and then picked up the championship if it wasn't for the brother. Now Jey would send Ford to the table. The highest of highs to the lowest of lows for Montez. And now money by Dawkins from behind, just mauling Jey Uso. And now Jey runs into a right hand. Dawkins into the ring. Went for a super kick. Angelo Dawkins now, though. Roll through. Dawkins has got it stopped. He didn't get it clean. Oh, and a right hand from Jey Uso into a super kick. Dawkins is stunned. Double super kick to the ears. Dawkins just ordered a 2-piece super kick. Montez Ford has been taken out as he was planted through a table. And now Jimmy and Jey Uso. Double frog splash. Cover. The Bloodline rules.
And the Usos retain
Here are your winners
and are still the reigning, defending, undisputed SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
What a matchup. The Usos retain the SmackDown
Yet to
gold.
come, the contract signing
After an
of Roman
incredibly
Reigns
epic street
and
fight
Brock
The Usos retain with the two-piece Usos splash. The bloodline
If they're
remains.
extending the show 30 minutes, you know that has to mean something big is going to go down.
What a battle
If
here
they need
tonight
that much
between
time.
the Usos and the Street
They wouldn't-
Profits capping off what has
They
been a
would only need
sensational
an
rivalry.
extra 5
Folks, we
minutes
still have
or
45
maybe
minutes to
10
go, including
just to
for the
send
first
a
time in 2 years, Sasha Banks one-on-one with Becky Lynch.
Becky, any final thoughts on what your opponent Sasha Banks had to say earlier tonight?
Sasha Banks wants to talk about greatness. I'll tell you about greatness. Greatness is being undefeated in singles competition for almost 3 years. Greatness is kicking down doors so everybody else can just waltz right through them after you. Greatness is going off and having a baby like the god I am and coming back and winning the title in record time. Greatness will be beating Sasha Banks tonight. Greatness will be defending my title and retaining it, the biggest match of the year at Crown Jewel. Greatness is big time.
And the man has come around. The SmackDown Women's Champion.
The following is a SmackDown Women's Championship Contenders match scheduled for one fall.
Here we go with the Women's Contenders match.
The SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
Two of the all-time greats in WWE will clash for the first time in over 2 years. Big-time bets, greatness, holding
Wait,
the championship,
AJ, I love
winning
you.
that thing at SummerSlam in 26
What?
seconds. Becky
It says
Lynch has
Uncle
not
AJ,
been
I
beaten
love
in
you.
singles
This
competition
thing.
in over 2 years.
Are you reading something on your phone? Did you see something
And
on
tonight, it's Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks, the boss. It happens next. Fasten your seatbelts. We're about to take our last commercial break of the night. Becky, Sasha, next.
It's money.
Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
Restructured pork patty sandwich. Arby's real country style rib sandwich. Old, new. Oh man. Oh.
We gotta stop the broadcast because my computer is about to die.
What? All right. Well, as I always say, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, I love you all. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Sweet dreams to all of you. Kevin, Caitlin, nothing but love. Okay. Mwah. Sweet dreams and love to all of you. Okay. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night.
Clear.